Hello, folks. H0 here, back here again. Even though it's a tad bit creepy, because I am about to lay down in the next couple of seconds because I just finished watching the whole season 3 of the Boondocks. Um, with this one, on the technical side, I'm gonna start with that. Again, their lighting and coloring had got a little bit better, and of course, the stories had got a little bit better. It was more. I think this came out after 2008. And technically, I'm saying that really because that's when Obama had got elected, and that's when a lot of things that were happening, just like right now. But you know, a lot of the major, somewhat current events they put in this, and I say somewhat because South Park is really good at getting current events right because I think they prep and do their episodes like 5 days to keep everything fresh, and they have so many seasons and all that. But yeah, the stuff like the chicken flu, um, what else? The job. I want to say the job recession. The job recession could be in season 4, and legalizing weed, and of course Obama being elected in office, and even in pop culture, there's a one small shot of the dude who they parodied as Tyler Perry, um, which ironically was one of the banned episodes, I believe. Actually, this season had the most banned episodes. I think it was 15. It's 15 in season 1, 2, and 3, and uh, season 4 had got cut short. And I'm about to get into that reason why, and it kind of correlates to this season as well. But pretty much this one had the most banned episodes. There's 15 episodes in every season, like I said, 1, 2, and 3. And season 2 had 2 banned episodes, which were the BET episodes, because they were mocking one of the execs, and it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't that controversial, like the ones I'm probably going to describe to you, that I can remember off the top of my head. Um, that only had 2. They never released them on TV. Of course, you can find it on YouTube and on the DVD. But season 3 had 5 banned episodes, and again, you can see it on YouTube and also YouTube and the DVD. And one of them I know off the top of my head was a Jimmy Rebel episode, which was about this racist country singer, and a lot of the stuff that they parried in this season had some real world context, like that booty warrior dude. Can't remember his name, Felice Johnson, and then that bad kid, Lamilton, I think. I can't remember if that was the parody name or the real name, but that bad 7-year-old kid that stole his grandmother's SUV, went on a joyride, and then later he attacked her. They parried him. It was pretty funny because I saw the original footage before the Boondocks had even touched it. And the Booty Warrior one too. My cousin had showed me that, and it was kind of funny seeing it on, the actual episode. And there was a little tad bit of reference I noticed one of the episodes. The Chicken Flu episode was a combination of Mad Max and somewhat of a parody of the zombie apocalypse outbreak, especially with the militia and all that, in the quarantine mask. And the Stingman episode was a reference a little bit to 28 Days Later and The Exorcist. But so far, the main somewhat prime of the show was in season 2 and 3. Usually that's how it is before they cut some of these shows. Is always the centerpiece. That's always the best because that's when the best work is usually done. And their action scenes had got better, their timing had got better. Of course, their coloring and lighting and shadowing had got better. And hopefully they would do a season 5. Thinking about it, because I was talking with my coworkers about it today, and that's what I'm about to get into. This is the last season so far that Aaron McGruder was involved in because in a better terms, Sony had tried to punk him, and I want to say they tried to like step into his boundary, and he was saying this the best during season 1 behind the scenes. He said that Chappelle's show pretty much opened up, creative freedom, and with Chappelle's show, they eventually were stepping in and telling him what to do. And again, that's a conversation by itself, because it started with one thing they tried to get him to do that he didn't want to do. And even one of his friends who was on Vlad TV, and she's on a guest spot on the Boondocks as well, Lunel, had even said he had officially told her where it kind of started and where he wasn't having it, and then bit by bit they were doing some messed up stuff that he wasn't really having it. I was going to say a curse word, but I was going to keep it PG. But again, we can talk about in the comments if anyone's watching about it. But it ain't like I said, it's probably not the first time. There's probably some more shows and creators or comedic talent that had a show at one point, and then you just don't see them anymore. It could have been because of ratings, or if it could have been up to a certain point, they try to get them to do something that they just didn't want to do. So that's pretty much the sad part about the Boondocks, and pretty much why season 4 didn't have that many episodes, which again I'm going to review and get into. Because personally, season 4 to me really wasn't that bad. A lot of fans didn't like it, and I guess it's because Aaron wasn't a part of it. People who definitely knew the behind the scenes story. And hopefully he comes back, because I remember a while from a Facebook post that Cartoon Network said they were going to still have Aaron's back, but I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if he's going to find some loophole with a Sony contract to get his show back and to continue to be made and produced and put on air. But, Cartoon Network really doesn't look that bad. They already got a lot of shows that they created on their own, with, no deals from Hanna-Barbera or what's the other one? Warner Brothers, any other studio that they had shown their cartoons on in the past. But the ironic thing, Cartoon Network today, they don't have those original cartoons. You got to get Boomerang to get those. And again, if I personally want to watch an old school cartoon, I could just look on YouTube, and they usually have all the episodes. So that's why I'm not tripping on it anymore like I used to. I was got to do Boomerang one day on my uncle's TV, and I saw the original 96 Superman cartoon, and I was mad because it was like the last 5 minutes of it, and that was just a whole nostalgia trip of me waking up every Saturday morning to watch, Superman and X-Men and all those other cartoons. But it's just what it is today. Personally, I really don't watch much TV anymore because nothing good really comes on. Probably like The Walking Dead and the news, or something's on TV and my mom wants to watch together, we'll watch it. But that's just my 2 cents. This review of season 3 was more about the industry, pretty much the start of it really going down a little bit, or at least to me, that's when it started happening. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys in the next video. Another long one. Yes. Peace.